Hey everyone, this is Mohd Shoib. I'm a software developer and I'm starting a new series of backend development using Django. In this series, you'll be learning from the very basic how to create a simple web server and API server using Django to a production level server by the end of this series. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon so that you'll get notified whenever I upload a new video. Great. So here I have one folder and I'll just open this folder in a VS Code. Make sure you have some kind of ID, of course, in order to write the code. And of course, you will be needing a Python installed in the system. Okay. With these two things, we can begin. Okay. Okay, now we'll be using something called UV. So what is UV? UV is like a pattern manager, like how you have used the pip if you have familiar with the, like whenever you want to install any kind of library. So you use pip install and the library name. But here we're going to use something called UV. So UV is a Rust-based package manager. Like it is very fast and reliable and it comes with lots of, features. So first one, we have to install that, which is quite simple. Just you have to run one simple command. Just search for, install UV and you will use Windows and this copy command and paste it. Perfect, done. That is all you need to do and just say UV -- version. And at the time of recording this video, I have installed the latest version is 0.7.2. Perfect. Let's clear the screen. And the first thing is we have to initialize our UV project. Okay. So it will create all the environment, gate, everything of what is required. You don't have to do anything by yourself. Just run a simple command, type UV init. Because we are already under a folder, I don't want to go under some other folder, so I'll just say dot. Initialize this UV environment here itself and quickly it created few files. This main.py file, it is not required, so we'll just delete this. Perfect. And yeah, so it's just simple files we have, like a Python version. Here all the dependencies will be added automatically. Yeah, and ignore file and readme file, git ignore file, so we can just skip that. Now we have to install Django in this environment. So very simple, just say UV add and Django. That's all, you don't have to do anything else. Now it is resolving all the packages. And there you go, everything is done. Now we can initialize our Django project. So far what we have done is just install the UV and initialize the environment in which we'll be installing the Django and all other packages. Now we'll be initializing our Django project. Okay. So let's say Django admin. So admin is the command. And following start project, because we want to install we want to initialize our first project, then project name. So let's say main. If I hit enter, so it will create a main folder inside another main folder and other setting files. But I don't want that. I want everything to be here itself in this current directory where I am. All the projects should be initialized here itself. By the way, you can see this Django 5.2 is added under the dependency. And here our project also is getting ready, like main files created. And you can see there is a new file called manage.py. So this is one of the most important file of Django. Okay. Using this itself, we will be running so many commands, migrations, starting server, everything will be going through this file itself. And this is the project. This is the project of our Django. It's like a entry point of everything. Okay, all the Django related settings, configurations, everything will be happening here itself. Here we have init file, which is like just telling, yeah, it is a package. This folder is not a normal folder, it's a package. And here we have ASCII file, ASCII in the sense asynchronous server gateway interface. It is like a asynchronous server, but Django do not use this by default. By default, Django use WSGI, this one. This is a web server gateway interface. It is a synchronous server. Okay. And after that, we have settings. Here we'll do all the configurations of our Django project. So this is also one of the most important file of Django. Then urls.py. Let me just remove this comment. Yeah, save it. Here, whatever the Django related project will be creating, I would say app. So we are not aware of the difference between app and project, which we'll be talking about it. So it is like an entry point. urls.py is the URL for our particular API. Whenever we create an API, suppose that fetch some user from the database. So what should be the API and what should be the URL? Okay. When user hit that URL, so fetch that users. So those URLs and the APIs, okay, will be mapping in urls.py file. Perfect. We have already talked about the WSGI. So it is a synchronous web server, which Django use by default. Let's just simply run and see everything is working or not. So in order to run or spin up this server, we have a very simple command. Just say uv run manage.py. Run server is the command, okay, using which you can run this particular WSGI server. The moment you run, it will throw some warnings that we have to ignore initially. It is giving the warning that this is a development server, do not use in production. So in the production, we do not use this particular WSGI server. We use something called UVCon or Gunicon. Okay, but we'll be talking about this in upcoming videos. And some migrations are pending. So that also we'll talk about as upcoming, what is a migration and those things. Just simply ignore everything and just copy this link, or you can just control and click. And it should land you to this particular page. This is just saying, yeah, you have congratulations, you have Django app you have created. A Django project you just created, as empty project. And it is showing, yeah, everything is working, your configurations, everything is fine as of now. Go ahead. So it has given some documentation and everything. Okay. So great. This is enough for this first video. In upcoming video, we'll see how we can create the models and how we can link with the first API. So stay tuned. Please do not forget to like and subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notifications so that you don't miss upcoming videos. Thank you so much. Keep learning.